Well, welcome to the channel. I am filming a little different today. I am filming between a canister and a shaker. I have the camera set up right there in the middle to the point where you can only see that. You only see me. Like, I'm the main focus. In between, like, two things right here that's kind of like blurry. Anyways, yeah, I've been trying to practice cinematography. I feel like this. I've been trying to get like interesting shots as I do these videos because I understand when these videos are just me talking and it could be boring for some, but I do this for me selfishly. Well, if you're new to the channel, my name is Jerome Shador Wilson. I am an actor. I have been acting for about 8, going on to 9 years now. Um, Found out I wanted to be an actor from in college. Dropped out of school. Once I found out, I was like, why the hell am I in school for something I don't even care about? When I want to be an actor, and boom, dropped out and started pursuing my career in acting. I am not a full time actor yet, but I plan to be at some point in my career. Um, I don't know. I'm just taking it one day at a time, and you know, taking advantage of every opportunity that's given to me. And as of late, I have been booking some gigs in film. Very grateful. It's just whether it's a small win or a big film, it's like a win's a win. And I just appreciate every opportunity I get. So I'm just grateful. Um, Today's video, I wanted to speak about where I find my inspiration when it comes to creativity or being an actor. I find my inspiration in a lot of things, and it's not even just in acting. I find it through the people around me, you know. Not in every case, but for the most part, the people around me inspire me some way or another through what they do with their creative outlet. Whether it's clothing designing, modeling, a musician, cinematography, storytelling, writing, whatever the case may be, I find it very inspiring. Um, One of my biggest inspirations as of right now is Ryan Coogler. He obviously is a big time filmmaker. I recently learned that he's from the Bay Area, which is where I'm also from. I'm from San Jose, California. I believe he's from like Oakland. Then he even went to Sac State or Sacramento. Um, but yeah, like he's one of my biggest inspirations right now when it comes to storytelling. If you haven't watched Sinners yet, I highly recommend. My opinion on the film is that it is very creative. I like how the story was told. I like how they implemented a little bit of history about blues, and how it links back to, where music kind of started. So it was really cool. It was really cool. And I enjoyed it. I plan on watching it again just to, watch it again. Maybe I'll catch something I didn't catch before. For the first time watching it, I was focused more so on the cinematography of it all. Now, when I watch it again, I don't know. Maybe I can look at it from a different lens and how they told that story from like beginning, middle, and end, and how they kind of shaped it and how they got me so invested in the character. You know, I have been trying to find or just be or very aware or take note of how people tell stories and through film and how to keep that audience engaged. Because I have been working on a script myself. I have been writing, not only acting but writing, and I am still getting the hang of things. I'm still learning, and it's a really cool opportunity for me to tell a story and being behind the lens than being in front of it. I like being in front of it. I like being in front of the camera. I've gotten used to it, but I also want to be behind the camera and be versatile. I want to be able to do both and create my own opportunity. But yeah, I find an inspiration in Ryan Coogler specifically at the moment. Other than the people I have around me, you know, I find inspiration in everyday life, whether it's the people I meet, the experiences I have, the new experiences, the challenges, the things I see, hear, smell. I really try to approach each day as a blank page and really digest my day to day and not just go through a day and be just another day. I don't want to have that kind of mindset. I want to approach each day as a new one because it is a new day, but really be able to identify that, like live life in like third person in a sense, because my mind is everywhere throughout the day, and though I'm in the moment, I also take the time to. What? Why the hell am I yawning so much? What the hell is going on? You yawned 3 times now. But yeah, I mean, I find inspiration in a lot of things. I think that's the cool part of being an artist is just seeing something and looking at it from a different perspective and I don't know, and then applying it into your own craft. Like I seen someone, so I was at a modeling gig, which I just got paid for my first time as a model. Um, the check hasn't came through yet, so technically I haven't been paid, but it was agreed upon prior. So, and it came from a valid person, so it's like, all right, hey, we good. Like I already got it in my head. But if I don't, then that would be very shitty. But I mean, it wouldn't make or break me. It's not like I'm relying on that to pay my bills. I think it's just more so of a milestone for me. Like I've always been doing. I mean, I've done quite a few gigs, whether it's modeling, recording, acting. I've done a lot of things for free. So it's different when I'm actually getting paid for what I do. And it's really cool. And it's something to be very proud about. And I'm happy. So it was really cool. But, anyways, when I was at this modeling gig yesterday, I was just sitting there. I was just sitting, chilling, minding my own business. And then quite a few photographers stopped to look at me and take a couple of photos. And I'm very aware of my surroundings. So I'm always looking around. I'm a people watcher. So as soon as they're about to like snap the photo, I'll look at them. Like I notice. But anyways, I've gotten so used to being in front of the camera and people taking pictures or recording me or whatever the case may be. Where I mean, I don't think twice. I don't be like, oh my gosh. It's like I mean, I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. Like I was gonna keep doing what I was doing and minding my own business. But it was dope. It's cool when people do that. Like I appreciate it. Like why are you taking a photo of me? I don't know, but hey, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your interest in taking a photo or video of me. Anyways, one of the photographers, there was like a 2 cups right next to each other, similar to how I have it set up right now as I'm recording. Just took a quick photo, boom, and I was like, oh, that's a dope shot. I never thought about that, or it was just very interesting. I'm sure I've seen it done before, but I just, I never really took note of it until now and applied it, So I think I've actually applied it before, but whatever the case may be, I'm recording now using that same trick, and that influenced me. It's just very dope. I just wanted to try something new, and yeah, I find inspiration in a lot of things, and I think those that are watching, I think you should, if you're looking for that inspiration, look around you, see what interests you, and really analyze the world from that perspective of being like a toddler in a sense. Because toddlers have their eyes wide open and like looking at the world, and they're just so interested in what's going on around them. And that's a really cool lens to look through as an adult, of just looking around and observing your environment, and just, huh, that's cool. Just being appreciative, and also being open. Um, it was really dope. And I'm going to continue to have that mindset. I think it's very critical for me as an artist to have that mindset of just being open to new experiences, new things, new people. Um, in these like environments where it's like a networking slash gig, which I see all these events or things as networking. Like when I go to a premiere, that's networking. When I go to a fashion show, that's networking. When I go out to an event, that's networking. Whenever I go out and have a conversation with anybody, it's in the form of networking. I don't go out to these events for networking. Typically, I'm kind of just like for those like specific events that are thrown for networking, like premieres and such like that. I I'm quiet. I'm a little distant. I'm looking and I'm observing. I want to say I'm distant as if I think I'm better than anybody. Like, no, I'm more so distant because I'm just, I'm just here. I'm just like a fly on the wall, just looking at people, smiling, and just, just chilling. I'm not looking for anything. I don't need anything. I'm just living my life. I'm just in the moment, man. And that's just how I am. I see it in other people when they go to these events. They're trying to sell themselves and, be like, yo, this is why I'm dope. And this is why you should either give me something or we should work together. You can give me something, I give you something, and it's like a transaction. I understand it. That's the business side of things. You have to look at it from that perspective. You have to treat it as such if you want to continue to scale as an artist, as a business person, or whatever the case may be, as a brand. I get it. And maybe that's why I am so just, I move at my own pace. You know? I'm sure if I were to sell myself more and just be out there and giggling and laughing with all these cool people, and look how dope I am. I'm so cool. Like, look at me. This is why you should choose me for your role or whatever. You should choose me. Why? Because I'm cool, and you should like me because I'm a likable person. That's just, that's not my mindset, man. Like, look, if you got a job for me and you think I'm the right role for it, then give me the opportunity. You don't have to hand me shit. All right? I'll go for an audition. Fine, whatever. Like, I'll do the audition. But, like, I'm not going to oversell myself. Because, one, I believe in what I do. I believe that I'm good at it. And two, listen, man, I'm not going to play this game with you. All right? Like, hey, you kiss my ass, I'll kiss yours. Like, that's not a thing for me. I'm not kissing anybody's ass. Nor do I even want my ass kissed. I don't want my ass kissed. So it's like, yo, just treat me as a human being. That's all I ask. Because I am. We're all just human beings living on this world, doing what we want to do. And, for a very few amount of people, they get to live their purpose, which is whatever they want to do in their life. Whether it's comedy, acting, singing, dancing, musician, whatever the case may be, those select few people are meant to do what they're supposed to do. And I believe I am here to not only tell stories, But to be an actor, like I'm naturally good at it. I'm just naturally good. I've been doing it since I was a kid in the sense, not in the sense of, oh, I was always going to be an actor, but looking back at it, in a way, I've always been preparing myself for this. With all the experiences I had, it kind of led me up to the point where I'm at now. So, over the years, I've been building that strength of creativity and being able to live in a make believe world and be this make believe character. So, yes, I am good at it. And it is what it is. And, so I don't feel the need that I have to overextend. If you don't want to work with me, then that's fine. If you want to work with me, cool, you know? Um, but yeah, I don't really like to look at things as a transaction. Even though it is, like, yeah, when someone hires me for a gig, I'm doing my job. It's just a job. I just so happen to like my job. I love acting. So, it's just the politics behind it. Like, I mean, it's a part of the industry. I get it. And this is the life I chose. I don't regret it though. But yeah, that's how I am in these environments. It's like, I'm just chilling, man. I'm just a normal guy. Like, let's have a normal conversation. It's like two strangers. Like just two human beings interacting and not looking for anything to capitalize on. I don't know. Like, is that too much to ask for? Am I crazy to be thinking like that? I don't think so. I think I just want to, I just want to get to meet dope people and see what they do. And, you know, by seeing that and experiencing that, in a way, it's inspiring. Like I was talking about earlier, I see this person that's genuinely interested in what they do and their craft and they're like pursuing it. I feed off of that in a sense and apply it to what I got going on. So I want to be around that kind of energy. I don't want to be around the energy where it's just ass kissing and hey, what can we do for each other? It's just I just want to just be around genuine, honest people. And not to say that there's not any genuine, honest people at these events. It's just it's not a common thing. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not so common. So when I do run into that authenticity, it's really cool to experience and just and to have a conversation. But I mean that I can't blame the person if they do seek that kind of like attention or approaching it from that aspect of just like transactional because it's in a sense it's a part of the game. It's a part of the environment and the industry. Um, and with social media and everything, everyone wants to be famous. So I understand it. I get it. I just don't seek it. I don't seek that attention. I don't seek anything from anybody. I just want to live my life. I just want to do dope things. And if that opportunity presents itself, I'm there for it. I'm ready. But I'm not going to bend over backwards for it. And maybe that's what separates me from that. Will that be a good separation? I don't know. But I'm not going to be anything that I'm not. And I'm just being my true self. And that's all I really can do. I don't know how far I will go in my career with this kind of mindset, but I know I'm not at the top yet. I'm not at my peak. This is more so just the beginning of things. So who knows? Maybe my ideas may change. My perspective may change. Um, But it's just is what it is. And who the hell it keeps texting me? Um. Oh, that's why I'm talking about basketball. Okay. Well, I can't silence my phone because I gotta go soon. But whatever. Yeah, that is my rant. And hopefully my camera wasn't blurry the whole time. But I just noticed it's like blurry right here. God, shut the hell up. It's NBA basketball. All right, so everyone's talking about basketball, talking about hoop. You feel me? Um, yeah, that is my rant. That's my spiel. I find inspiration in certain things, and I also see some things with the industry that that just comes with the industry. I don't hate the industry. I accept it for what it is. I accept people for who they are. I just identify those things, and I either gravitate to it or I separate myself from it. I don't wish for everyone to think the way I think. I don't want anyone to be who they're not and follow my footsteps in that sense and like agree with everything I'm saying because I don't know the right answer. And the only thing I would say and advise everyone to do is to do what you feel is right for you. You know, as long as you're a good person, you're doing right by others and doing right by yourself, most importantly. But if you're not doing right by yourself, how are you going to do right for others? So, you got to find that balance. So, I don't hate anybody that has that certain mindset. Um, I understand it. It's just not my way of doing things. Simple as that. Just a simple conversation like that. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. This is a different way of approaching things. And I found my way, and I'm going to continue to follow my way because it's been working for me. Shit. Still been able to book roles, so I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right, man. Because a lot of the roles I've been booking as of late has just been word of mouth. Literally just word of mouth and based off of past experiences on set or seen some of my work. So um, that goes to show for me at least that I'm doing something right. Because if I was a piece of shit person, I probably wouldn't be getting these roles. I probably wouldn't be getting the opportunities that I'm getting. So I'm obviously doing something right, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I was thinking about that earlier. Like with things coming my way, with all these things coming my way, I'm doing something right. I'm obviously doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is acting and writing and venturing into things I'm naturally interested in. So, you know, for everyone that's watching, I would just say know who you are, understand who you are, understand what you are, and find something you love to do and pursue it. You know, don't be so focused on other people. Obviously, people are going to be involved, but don't allow those people to deter you from pursuing the things that you want to pursue. Though there is some shady ass people in the industry, there's shady ass people in every industry. But that isn't a reason why you shouldn't get in the industry. You just gotta learn how to navigate through it, and don't have no hard feeling towards anybody. Just either separate yourself or be around the people you want to be around. No one's forcing you to do anything. Just I would say just be open enough to give everyone a chance, and move accordingly afterwards. So that's all I have to say. Hopefully, you guys take something from this and continue to progress in every aspect of life. That's all I care about. I just hope that you guys are doing what you want to do, because that's what I'm doing, and I'm living a good life. It's not bad. I got a roof over my head. I got food in the fridge. You know, I sitting in a comfortable chair, talking to a camera. Life ain't that bad. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I got some things I gotta do. I gotta go over the script. I gotta write. But I just want to take some time to share. As always, y'all stay cool and y'all stay smooth. Enjoy what you do. Continue to find inspiration in others and in everything and every aspect of life. And be open. Open to learning, open to new people, open to new experiences. And don't take yourself so serious. Most importantly, don't take yourself too serious, man. That's a whole nother topic, but I'm not gonna go down that route because I want to wrap it up. But I gotta go soon. But I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys like the content, hit the like button. If you feel like you want to share this, then share it. You don't have to. I really don't care. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing regardless. And yeah, thank you. Peace.